The next lit term in the Little Fires unit is foreshadowing, which is introducing into narrative material that prepares the reader for future events, actions, or revelations. Celestine peppers this book with tons of examples of foreshadowing. And what's tricky about foreshadowing is that you have to kind of think back at it once you've gotten to whatever is like revealed. So I have 3 examples for you. The first comes from page 42, and it reads, "The end result was that Pearl would settle beside Trip, Moody would plop down beside her, sandwiching her between them. Lexi would stretch out on the corner, smirking at the 3 of them." So in this particular instance, we're seeing Pearl sitting physically in between Trip and Moody. And then as the book progresses, we see her kind of drive a wedge between the brothers, because Moody is certainly kind of like pining after her and wants her full attention. But then she has her eyes set on Trip. And then that whole relationship starts to, form. So that's the first one. The second one is from page 55, and it says, "Maybe she didn't know what she was giving up until afterward. Maybe once she saw the baby, she changed her mind. Don't be too quick to judge, Lexi." So this is a really interesting one because this is a conversation between Mia and Lexi. And Lexi is just kind of making judgments about Mirabelle, or Mei Ling's mother, and what she did when she gave up her baby and put it outside the fire station. But then we see Mia kind of coming in and saying, "Listen, like, you don't know the whole story. You need to not judge." And once we learn about Mia's past with the Ryans and how she kind of, went back on her deal with them and kept Pearl for herself, then that starts to make sense why Mia would have said this way back at Mirabelle's first birthday party. The last example comes from page 118, and it says, "Lexi could talk of nothing else but Mirabelle McCullough for the next few days. Baby fever," Tripp said, and nudged Brian. "Watch out, dude." Brian laughed uneasily. Tripp was right, though. Lexi was suddenly and furiously interested in all things baby. So this is really a solid example of foreshadowing because Lexi's interest in Mirabelle is definitely designed to help the reader think, well, she and Brian are being a little risky with their behaviors, and maybe something could come of that. And then once you read on, you see that, in fact, it does. So Lexi's quote-unquote baby fever is definitely an example of foreshadowing for her inevitable pregnancy that's revealed later in the book.